Hello, this is the Lord's Legion, and welcome to the very delayed episode of the Antecedent commentary. A show in which I go back to the past, look at some of my older videos, and rip them a new asshole. And I really apologise for holding this series for a whole month, but truth be told, A, I'm running out of old videos for me to rip, and B, because of all the news that's been happening lately, I've kind of forgot about this series as a whole. But don't worry, I'm not giving up on this series. I'm back now. I'll be making more episodes every 1 or 2 weeks or something along those lines. The video that I've picked is one of my older videos, which is of course the unscripted, which is titled Why Nintendo with a bunch of question marks and exclamation marks. Honestly, I think this is quite possibly one of, if not the absolute worst video I have ever done. So without further ado, let's begin.
Hello, this is Mr. Boomer here yet again.
Wow! What an opening! Those animations were so smooth!
I noticed a while back that...
Ah shit, it's gonna be one of those episodes, isn't it, where I have to keep editing the actual video I'm commenting on so that I could skip through bits and pieces.
In my more recent unscripteds, there hasn't really been a video game related unscripted.
And does that really matter much?
So now, since that there are more video game related things popping up, I might as well do an opinion on something that has been popped up quite recently.
This better be worth it, my friend. Do not disappoint!
And the thing is...
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
The fact that Nintendo wants to milk out Mario.
Hold on. You've only just found out about this now? They've been doing it for years.
They don't see what's wrong with it.
Really though, what is wrong with milking out Mario? I mean, he is the #1 brand when it comes down to video games. And it is very successful after all. It just makes sense.
What the heck, Nintendo?
I'm really sorry. I just love how you use the word heck and not hell or fuck.
Where's Zelda? Where's Metroid? Where's F-Zero? Where's Star Fox? Where's Pikmin?
They still do games off of these franchises?
Don't get me wrong, Mario is actually one of the best franchises of all time. Yeah, I get that. But why milk Mario so much?
Because as you just said right here and then, Mario is the biggest franchise when it comes down to video games.
I mean, Zelda gets kind of milked every once in a while, but it's nowhere near as bad as Mario.
Hold on, I'm really sorry, but since when does Zelda ever get milked? If anything, Zelda's the most consistent. Boobies.
But speaking of which...
When you try so hard to think of a valid argument.
Where is that Metroid and Star Fox crossover I've been heard about?
Since when was that ever a thing? I mean, I've just researched this shit and I've heard nothing about that till now. Pretty sure that's a rumour you just bullshitted.
I don't really listen to much Nintendo news or anything like that really, but...
Oh well, this kinda explains the bullshittery that just came out of your mouth.
Why, Nintendo?
Stop asking a question that you already know the answers to! God damn it!
I mean, you have other franchises to pick one, or heck, even make a new franchise.
You see, Nintendo often makes the best of both worlds by milking out Mario, as well as making new franchises, and even making new games.
My god.
Hello? Hello? Someone here?
I just...
What's with the blank space?
My god. Why, Nintendo?
Can we crop this part?
We get it. Mario's the king of platformers, even above Sonic. Even though I don't really like Sonic, but that's not the point.
Well, if it's not the point, then why bring it up then? Picker in a pussy!
You can have other franchises that are just as successful. Like Pokemon, that's one of the most successful franchises. In fact, it's actually quite close to Mario.
This is pretty amusing because if anything, Pokemon is more milked than Mario.
And you need to introduce... You need to,
Jesus Christ, are you playing with your mic again? I suppose some habits never die off.
Pick more franchises to use. There's barely any F-Zero games, there's barely any Star Fox games anymore, and there's barely any Metroid games.
But, I can't even argue with this fact.
It's really annoying. And no one likes it when constant things get milked at once.
Well, that's kinda subjective, really.
That's why many people get sick to death of Call of Duty every year.
Did it really take you this long to think of Call of Duty as an example? Shameful!
Every year is pretty much the same. With Mario, they're starting to do that. I mean, what? Okay, in particular, the new Super Mario Bros. Series.
Okay, make your case!
The first one on the DS, which is pretty much new Super Mario Bros. That was good. It was a good way to bring it back. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, that one is playable. What? New Super Mario Bros. 2? Wasn't Wii 2?
Yeah, even I'm questioning on that one, to be fair.
Wouldn't the 3DS version be known as 3 and the Wii version be 2?
I mean, although you're stating the obvious there, I can't help but back you up on this one.
Really, this probably has more of a complicated storyline than Zelda, now that Zelda has a timeline.
Yeah, but Mario doesn't really have a concrete timeline, really. I mean, the way I see it, I kind of see Mario as somewhat of a similar structure to The Simpsons. Cause let's face it, whenever you get to see the next installment, do they ever really click together?
In fact, each new Super Mario Bros. Games always get worse. I mean, there's the first one on the normal DS, that one's good. The one on the Wii is playable. The new Super Mario Bros. 2 doesn't really deserve to exist.
Yes, that one kinda does, because it's a new Super Mario game on a new console.
New Super Mario Bros. U just looks stupid. And in fact, that's New Super Mario Bros. Isn't the only one. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Wait, where does Super Mario Galaxy 2 come into all this?
Now don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but it's just copying and pasting.
Kinda like most sequels to video games, where it's pretty much the same game, only new elements here and there.
With Super Mario Galaxy 1, you actually felt like it's a galaxy. But with Super Mario Galaxy 2, it doesn't really look like a galaxy at all. It just, for the most part, just looks like a complete different planet or something. I don't know.
What point are you even trying to get across? I mean, even I'm struggling to follow.
And what? They only introduced Yoshi into the gameplay.
This needs cropping.
Epic clap for you!
Ew, you're actually fapping in a video?
Now, I don't mind them releasing new Mario games. I have no problem with that. I don't mind seeing a Mario game every 1 or 2 years. But my point is, they're releasing so many Mario games at once, and they're not even giving other franchises a go.
Do you even remotely pay attention?
I mean, Zelda gets a bit milked from time and time again, but at least it's not as much as Mario. Where is Metroid? Where's F-Zero? Where's Star Fox? Where's Pip? Ugh.
Am I the only one who is suffering from this endless cycle of deja vu?
Where's Kirby? I mean, sure, they did a bit of Kirby, but that's around there. Where's another Donkey Kong game?
Okay, we get it. We get your invalid point. Get on with it.
I think Nintendo is just...
Help me.
Nintendo was a king back in the 80s and 90s.
As if you were alive back in the 80s. You're not fooling anyone.
And then they had a little competition with the Xbox and PlayStation. Or Microsoft and Sony, whatever you want to pronounce them.
Nintendo had competition with Sega back in the 80s and 90s.
And since them bad boys come along, Nintendo was like the childish thing as we know it. But at least they actually bring old franchises like Donkey Kong Country and stuff. They brought them back in a good way, and then just suddenly in the 2010s or the 10s, whatever you want to call them.
I really can't take you seriously after saying the titties.
The last few E3s sucked in related to Nintendo, and disappointment was all over the place.
Sorry, are you talking about Nintendo or Microsoft?
Yeah, Nintendo. There's a message to all of you. If you're gonna continue doing this gimmick with Milk and Mario and all your little Miis, then eventually you'll probably get bankrupt or something.
Well, if Mario and the Miis are being very successful, then I highly doubt that they're gonna get bankrupt because of that.
They're focusing more on the little kids as opposed to the people that were Nintendo fans since day one.
No, Nintendo aims the demographic to pretty much everyone. Nintendo is for the family audience.
Why? Don't you care about your fans that were there since the very early days?
This is getting boring now.
I just think I'm kinda losing hope on Nintendo now.
Crawling in my skin.
Enough about the constant Mario milk and stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Is this video over yet?
Order me milk and that's all I have to say, really.
Okay, I'm stopping this video right here because honestly, I can barely take any more. But see why I claim that this video is probably the worst video I've ever done in my life? Because this video has no structure whatsoever. And all the arguments are either repeated, invalid as fuck, or very open-ended questions. And yes, I've made some shitty videos back then, but honestly, I'm not even lying at this point. This probably takes the cake. So you know what? I am going to end this video right here now. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.